Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to our Wake Up Charlotte to Go, the after show. Something we've been talking about all morning long is about events. So, of course, I think this summer we thought there was light at the end of the tunnel. We started making plans again. We started buying tickets for concerts. I know I was like, oh, let's see, a ticket to Broadway shows, ticket to the Nutcracker. Like, I am so excited. And now, all of a sudden, heading into the fall with the Delta variant, we've seen a lot of things cancel or move into a different version of such so they can have it safely. So, Ruby, tell us about some of these events that people may be planning on going to that's either canceled or changed.
Right. So Mallard Creek Barbecue, very, very popular. That is not going to happen this year again. Salisbury Cheerwine Festival, that's another event that is going to be canceled because of the Delta surge. If you had Charlotte Shout on your calendar for this year, all those events will be moved until 2022, and then Charlotte Pride. So they had events between August and September, but now all of the events over those 2 months will be moved to October. So we'll keep you posted if anything changes from now until then. There are some festivals and events that are still happening. The Cabarrus Fair is still happening. That is going to be September 10th through the 18th. The Renaissance Festival is still happening, and Speed Street is happening in October. A little different this year for Yasu Greek Festival. That is going to be September 9th through 12th. They are still having their event, but it is going to be a drive-through kind of model just because of social distancing and COVID-19. That's how they're trying to make sure that they keep their event still standing. So we did have some CDC recommendations earlier in the show that I'll just go over with you. That is just the number and crowding of people at the event. Just when you go, just make sure that you're checking that, prior to you going. So maybe that will determine if you should go or not, but obviously that'll be up to you. And then once you get there, if you decide to move forward and go to one of the events that are still going to be taking place this year, just think about, people around you as well as yourselves. Are people wearing their masks? Are they social distancing? Just always make sure that you are aware of your surroundings, especially when it comes to you and your family and staying safe. So Sarah, Larry, obviously it is a bummer for some of these, events and festivals to be canceled, but at the same time, a lot of these organizers are just trying to, comply with what's going on with the state right now.
Yeah, I think that every single event that's scheduled, and hopefully they do happen, but I think they're probably subject to change as time goes on. I think they'll reassess and see just how serious the situation gets, because a lot of these have lots of people in very close proximity, and I'm sure that they all probably feel threatened. Then one of the largest coming up is the Rolling Stones concert is still on, and that's at the stadium. Imagine 70,000 people all together. So I'm sure it's subject to change.
Yeah.
Glad to see some are still on the schedule. I'm glad to see that the Yasu Greek Festival is still on in its own way. You can drive through. There's nothing better than that. So much fun to go to that every year. And maybe next year they'll have the whole thing.
Yeah, so good. Please chime in below. Let us know, what did you have planned this fall? Is it still happening? Is it canceled? But the good thing, I don't know what they'll do with the Rolling Stones. I know that Garth Brooks canceled his concert, but Maroon 5 and Michael Bublé are saying they want a vaccination card or a negative COVID test. But we did say in our newscast a couple weeks ago, Larry, that they had shown football games this past year outside stadiums, and I think spread out a little bit, not completely full, but it showed not to spread COVID. So maybe if we can figure out how to do these things safely in outside venues, maybe that's the future, because I know everybody's just ready for these shows. We had Billy Joel was on my husband's bucket list, and so we got tickets. He was supposed to be at Bank of America Stadium, and it's been pushed back, and now it's supposed to happen again, I think, in the spring. So I'm knocking on wood that
there's always spring.
There's always.
Hopefully things are better in the spring.
There's always spring. So anyway, chime in, let us know, and we hope you join us tomorrow. We do this every day at 8 o'clock, a topic after the show. Bye, everybody.
See ya.